Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's your boy Ben, and today I'm back with another banger video. I just finished watching Monday Night Football between the Broncos and Bills, and it was an absolute banger. But you already know, Week 10 has officially concluded. Week 11 is on the horizon. Let's get straight into predictions and reactions. So first and foremost, get into reacting to Week 10. Obviously, the Broncos just defeated the Bills in a crazy game. Honestly, Russell Wilson played really well. The Broncos looked like they were clicking defensively. So many errors by the Bills. The Bills might be in serious trouble. They're 5-5, fighting for a playoff spot at this point. It might be looking very slim for them, but who knows? There's still a good amount of season left. Maybe they could sneak into the wild card. The Broncos look like they're fighting. When Russell Wilson first got traded to the Broncos, we imagined that they would look competitive, ready to win. Obviously, that first season was horrendous, but now that Sean Payton has taken control and it seems like they have, adjusted finally, I think this is the moment, and this is where Broncos are hitting their stride, beating the Chiefs, beating the Bills. This is where they're hitting their stride, and I can see Denver for sure trying to sneak into the playoffs as well, going to a wild card. But overall, it was a good game. Bozo moves by the fucking Bills by having 12 men on field. If not, they would have won the game. But it is what it is. Go win by the Denver Broncos. Next game I do want to talk about is the Browns beating the Baltimore Ravens in Baltimore. Deshaun Watson that second half played like an MVP, 14 for 14, one touchdown thrown, and I think he was just making rushing plays as well, sneaking away from sacks. Like that was crazy. Deshaun Watson played his heart out that second half. First half he was ass. I'll be honest. The Ravens defense was there. Got that pick six. Lamar Jackson that second half played like ass. Kind of roles reverse. Overall, it's a great win by the Browns. I could for sure see them maybe winning the division. It depends between the game between the Ravens and Bengals this Thursday, but who knows? Great win by the Browns, and that field goal for the win. A lot of game-winning field goals this Sunday and Monday, technically, just right now. So I guess it was just one of those weeks, you know. Next game I do want to talk about is none other than maybe MVP CJ Stroud, because he went in Cincinnati in the jungle, defeated the Bengals. He outdueled Joe Burrow, and the Texans actually defeated the Bengals right here. I said that they were going to get a reality check. I think the Bengals got a reality check right here because they got slowed down. Joe Burrow realized very late he had to put pedal to gas, and it was just too late. The Texans had that game-winning drive, field goal for the win as well. Tyler Boyd, I know he's kicking himself day and night for dropping that catch. It is what it is. Good win by the Texans, and CJ Stroud for MVP. You'll see right now in my top 5 ranking if he's there at number 1. Next game I want to talk about is the 49ers beating the absolute dog shit out of the Jags. The Jags, from what I thought, looked like Super Bowl contenders, playoff contenders, for sure playoff contenders, but Super Bowl contenders. F all that, bro. They got humbled. They got humbled. Chase Young, Nick Bosa, that duo right there, you do not want to see them. You do not want to see them. Simple as that. Their defense came to play. Brock Purdy, 3 touchdowns. I feel like that little concussion spill for Brock Purdy maybe was something that was affecting him in those losing weeks. I feel like he's on it now, and maybe we'll see if he steps up when the time comes and the challenges arise. But great win for the 49ers, beating the dog shit out of the Jaguars. Tough loss for the Jags. The AFC South battle is going to be really on, and if the Texans win this, oh my gosh, just wait for it. Next, I want to talk about Kyler Murray's return. The Arizona Cardinals beating the Falcons. I'm not gonna lie, the Falcons look like ass, bro. I don't like the Falcons and never have. They don't know how to use Bijan. They don't, bro. Desmond Ridder, I think, went back in. I don't know if Taylor Heineke suffered an injury, but Arthur Smith should be fired, bro. He's not a good head coach. Honestly, he's really not good of a head coach at all. I don't know how he has a job. Kyler Murray looked good. He looked decent. He did make some mistakes, but also had some really good plays. But overall, the Cardinals win 2-8 now. I don't know if this is kind of messing up their chances at the number 1 overall pick. Obviously, it is. But, I mean, at the same time, if Kyler looked good, if Kyler's healthy, I feel like he has shown that he could elevate this team to a playoff team when healthy, when, fully good, when intact. I feel like Kyler could be that weapon. I know Caleb Williams obviously is a generational talent, but I don't know. For me, I feel like they're going to stick with Kyler. I have a strong feeling. I don't know why. Obviously, that contract seems untradeable. To be honest, it does. It is what it is. Next, we're going to talk about ex-Arizona Cardinal Josh Dobbs literally going into Minnesota and beating the Saints. Minnesota Vikings with Josh Dobbs, they have a new form of offense. He's a mobile quarterback. I feel like when Justin Jefferson comes back, he'll be mobile enough to, target him kind of the way Kirk Cousins wasn't able to. Kirk Cousins stays in the pocket a lot. I feel like Josh Dobbs could work out the pocket, really throw it, launch it, and obviously he's mobile. He could run whenever needed. Honestly, very good win for the Vikings. Derek Carr did get injured, sold me a parlay. But it is what it is. Great win for the Vikings. They look like they still might be a playoff team. Next, I want to talk about my Green Bay Packers and how we lost to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Obviously, the Steelers came to play when it came to the running game. Our defense against the run was absolutely fucking ass. Najee Harris and Warren literally ran all over us. Pause. And yeah, Jordan Love played good at the beginning. Even I know the interceptions at the end were kind of costly, but it is what it is. You got to live and learn. I'm not disappointed on how the offense looked. Finally, I feel like they're taking the steps in the right direction. Good win by Pittsburgh. They move on to 6-3. We fall down to 3-6. Unfortunately, it is what it is. Next game, I want to talk about the shootout between the Lions and Chargers. It was a shootout to the very end where the Lions got that game-winning field goal. Another game-winning field goal. Justin Herbert, first off, started very iffy, but at the end of the day, he finished off the game with 4 touchdowns and only 1 pick. Jared Goff actually played pretty well as well. And the Lions came up with the victory right here. Good win for the Lions. Jahmyr Gibbs and Montgomery took off. And running backs kind of won them the game right there, I won't lie. Next game I want to talk about was the Giants versus the Cowboys. I'm not going to lie. Dak Prescott gets so much hate, bro. I want to talk about a little bit how much hate Dak Prescott actually gets, bro. Because I believe he gets so much hate. And this guy yesterday posted 4 touchdowns and 1 rushing touchdown, 400 yards. Obviously, he did have a pick. But, I mean, it's against the Giants. A lot of people are going to say, still, when you put up those numbers against any NFL team, it doesn't matter, bro. Numbers like that are freaking crazy. Great game by Dak Prescott. I feel like he gets too much hate. In reality, he's in the MVP combo. Believe it or not, bro. It is what it is. People might not buy into that, but I am. Because I can see it truly. Another player from the Cowboys I do want to talk about, CeeDee Lamb, bro. CeeDee Lamb is having a great season, bro. Ever since the 49ers game, bro. Afterwards, he started to click, and click. The Cowboys and CeeDee Lamb seemed like they got it figured out. Who knows when they get to the playoffs? But right now, regular season, they got it figured out. That's why Dak, I believe, is in the MVP combo. Sunday Night Football went down. Jets and Raiders. The Raiders look revamped with Coach Antonio Pierce, bro. I won't lie. They look good. Honestly, I feel like Aiden O'Connell's a good refresh. Overall, good win by the Raiders. The Jets look like, I don't know, they're lost with Zach Wilson at QB. I won't lie. A lot of penalties for the offense as well. It is what it is. Good win by the Raiders. Raiders move on to 5-5. I think the Jets are 4-6. I think they're 4-6. I'm not sure though. But rough loss for the Jets. Next, I want to go on to my top 5 NFL MVP rankings right now. And I'm going to hit you guys with my top 5 real quick. At number 5, I have none other than Lamar Jackson. Obviously, he didn't have the best performance this Sunday, but at the end of the day, he still has been putting crazy numbers for Baltimore. Obviously, maybe not the passing touchdowns, but obviously rushing yards and everything like that. He's still doing what he could do, leading Baltimore to top of AFC North. I don't know for how much longer, but he's at my number 5. Number 4, we have Tua Tagovailoa. I feel like, you can't discount what he's doing with Tyreek. I feel like Tyreek is going to win Offensive Player of the Year, but Tua is obviously getting MVP consideration, and rightfully so. I think he's number 4 on this list. Number 3, I have Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott, after the 49ers loss, after the 3 interceptions, has turned out to playing like an absolute fucking beast, bro. If you see his numbers from then to now, absolute beast, bro. Even the game against the Eagles, 3 touchdowns. Obviously, he had his mishap, but not even a Cowboys fan, bro. I'm just being honest. Dak looks like a top 3 MVP contender. CJ Stroud for me is for sure in my top 2 for MVP. I got him at number 2. I think he could be number 1. It's debatable, but the numbers this guy's putting up as a rookie is fucking crazy. I don't think it'll ever be replicated again. CJ Stroud, number 2 for my MVP. And number 1, I got Patrick Mahomes. I just feel like it's tough putting CJ Stroud at 1, but I really do believe he could be one if the Texans win the AFC South. He really could be the first ever rookie MVP since 1950-something, I think. I don't know. But, yeah, I got Mahomes at 1. It's Mahomes. He's working with the weapons. Other than Kelsey, not so good weapons, and he's putting up crazy numbers. Not the best season, but, still Patrick Mahomes, so got him at number 1. But at the end of the day, I still think Mahomes edges out Stroud just a little bit, but I do feel like Stroud's going to overtake him in the next few weeks, to be honest with you. Now let's move on to my Week 11 predictions. So let's get it. Thursday Night Football, we have the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals facing off in Baltimore. This matchup probably been earlier this calendar year in Cincinnati, and the Ravens won that matchup. So going into Baltimore, I think that the Ravens will also win this matchup, which will kind of set up the Bengals to be in an uncomfortable situation as well. I think they're going to be 5-5 if they lose this game, which will be uncomfortable, but I think they'll be able to bounce back. But I got Ravens winning this matchup. Next, we have the Browns and Steelers. Give me the Browns winning this game. Next, we have the Dolphins and Raiders. Give me the Dolphins beating the Raiders in this game. It could be a good game, though. I can see this being a good game. Next, give me the Lions destroying the Bears. After that, give me the Jags beating the Titans in a close one. Rugged, but close game. Next, give me the Chargers beating my Packers, unfortunately. Just how it is. Next, give me the Texans beating the Cardinals. Could be a really good game between two explosive quarterbacks, so I'm looking forward to seeing that one. Next, give me the Cowboys demolishing the Panthers. I feel like Dak Prescott's going to continue to add to those numbers. Just watch. Next, we have the Commanders beating the Giants. I think this could be a pretty obvious win for the Commanders. If they lose, their season is done for. Simple as that. Next, give me the 49ers beating the Buccaneers. Could be an intense game, but I also feel like the 49ers could literally just train wreck them. Next, give me the Jets upsetting the Bills, even though I don't even think it'll be upset no more. I feel like the Jets' defense is too good, and I feel like Josh Allen's going to make mistakes, and the Jets will capitalize off that, and the Jets will win this game. Next, give me the Seahawks beating the Rams. Why not? I think both teams are low-key mid. Geno Smith is low-key mid. Hate on me in the comments if you want. Next, give me the Broncos beating the Vikings. I think this momentum will carry on to a win in Denver. The Broncos will defeat the Vikings. Dobbs kind of will be put at hold. And next, give me the Eagles beating the Chiefs in a Super Bowl rematch in Arrowhead. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the flippity flip, boys.